Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and today we're here to talk about the Wuben Knight X O, so stay tuned. Okay guys, to start off with, full disclosure, Wuben did reach out to me and asked if I wanted to review one of their lights. And after I hadn't heard of them before, so once I checked out their website and looked at what they had to offer, I was thoroughly impressed. Like, they have some very different, very unusual looking lights. So I was very curious to give one a try. And so when you open your box, this is what you're going to get. You get flashlight, which there's a whole variety of colors as well. I got the black and blue, which I'm really digging. But in the box, you're going to also get your owner's manual. And then, of course, your Type-C charging cord, which is always nice. I'm glad that everybody's going to those instead of the micro USBs, although I have tons of all of them. And then, of course, a couple of spare O-rings. Now, first off, I'm going to run through some of the specs on the flashlight first, and then we'll go over the features and what I think about it and what I recommended, all that kind of stuff. So first off, it's 2.24 inches tall, 0.96 wide, and 1.1 inches long. It does have a magnetic tail cap, so this is something that I love having on my knives, simply because if I'm ever in the woods and I don't have a place to sit the flashlight that's convenient or a place to hang it, right, I can just jam a knife into a tree and hang it from that. Or, you know, of course, if you're working on your car, doing something around the house and you need to be hands-free, and you can stick it to something to metal to still light your room or your area wherever you're at, then that's always awesome. Now, let me go over the brightness settings and stuff. I got them pulled up here because there's a lot. And it'll also show you, like, and this is why I like reading it on the computer instead of using my old man glasses. But here's going to tell you, if you want to pause it real quick, I'm also going to leave a link to it in the description below. But it'll be easier if I just read them off of here. Okay, so you have moon, low, medium, high, strobe, and SOS. So plenty of modes to choose from, which I love that. Now, at the moon mode is 1 lumen, 50 lumens for the low, 150 for medium, 250 for high, and 1100 or 300 to 1100 for the turbo. Beam distance goes anywhere from 2 meters all the way out to 125. It does run off of 183650, I believe. It's IP68 waterproof and 1.5 meters drop resistant. I'm almost positive that's the battery. I think it even says it on the side. Hold on just 1 second with me. It's 1100 milliamp battery. Yeah, I think it's an 18350. The runtime on it. Now, there's a couple of cool things. There's a lot to unpack with this flashlight, which is why I'm kind of so excited about talking to y'all about it. Because you can change the outputs. How cool is that? So this way, if you want different runtimes, like you want to lower or increase the power settings for different modes, you can do that. And then if you don't like what you did, there's even a factory reset mode, which we'll cover all that in just a minute. But yeah, so this way you can kind of really dial in your lighting needs. I haven't changed any of mine just because I like the spread that this has as it is, because I mostly just use the moon and the low. Even when I'm out in the woods, I'm usually using low mode. Medium, typically at most. I'm only going to use the high or the turbo is if I really got to find something quickly. And then, of course, I like any flashlight that has a strobe. I just think it's a good form of self-defense if you can get to it in time. And then, of course, the SOS, just to be able to get help if you need, you know, some attention, right? Because you're not having a great day for whatever reason. Now, I'll kind of run around the flashlight a little bit. Now, you do have an aluminum pocket clip. Looks really cool. I do have to say I'm not overly thrilled with it. Now, why is that, Tactical Nut? Well, because it's aluminum, there's no give to that. So it literally takes 2 hands to get it to clip onto your pocket. Now, with that, there's always pros and cons to everything, right? So the pro is, this is never coming out of your pocket. The con is, it's hard to get it in your pocket. And I'm not one, I don't like to just drop it in my pocket and then just walk around having it dangling and stuff like that. So I always put it on the pocket. I use the pocket clip every day. It would just be nice if that little piece down here was just a little bit smaller, right? And didn't touch the base of the flashlight itself. But, you know, for me, it's not a deal breaker. Right here, this is your activation switch. Now, right here is also where you're going to be charging your light from, because the battery is inside here already when you get it. It can be removed, but it doesn't look like you need a special tool, or you're probably going to, I mean, I'm sure you can use pliers to get it off, like needle nose or something like that. But you're probably going to scratch it up, so if you care about that, then I wouldn't worry about it. So, when you're using this flashlight, as you can see, it's a side-mounted light. So, like, what you're going to do when you're going to turn it on. Now, and this is one thing I'm going to have to say, I do need to point this out before I go any further, and I forget. This has a lockout mode, which is just hitting the button 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how it blinks for you? Oops, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to go fast. If you don't use the lockout mode, it's going to go off in your pocket a lot. And so even though I had mine clipped to the side of my pocket, I kept finding that I was activating it while I was taking my hands in and out of my pockets. But it took me no time to build a training habit, right, to just click it 4 times before I put it in my pocket or anything like that, or when I'm going to turn it on. So once again, not ideal, but also not in any way, shape, or form a deal breaker for me. But it can be actuated by pushing that little button in the middle. But right here, you have a battery indicator light. So there you see it's blue. That means it's fully charged. It'll change colors as you run through, you know, as your battery's wearing down. Yeah, once it gets dark, I'm going to show you how all these modes look outside, obviously in use. But it has a really good emitter. Where was it? It's the Samsung LH351D. So you have a really high quality emitter in here. A very sturdily built flashlight. I just learned this today. I just thought it was a design, you know, just for looks, but there's like 8 of these on here, these little slots. Apparently you can put like tritium vials in there. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I just may do that, because you can even put them up here in the cap right there. Because just how cool would that be? And you could almost never lose your light because it's gonna be glowing all the time. So I just thought that was really cool. I just thought it was a design thing. But another good thing about the design is all the edges are chamfered, you see? And so you can sit your light down on a table and use it to light like that. You can lay it on the side, and since it's more square, it's not gonna roll. But then also you can minutely adjust the angles that you might wanna shine it at, right? So once again, really, really well thought out. I mean, like, there could be literally the pocket clip. I mean, I feel like that's a really, really minor and easy fix. I could probably even do it myself if I just took a file. I mean, I would be scratching the crap out of my flashlight if I did it, but I'm sure that would work. But if not, if the company, if they could just thin that out just a hair. And then of course, all your different modes, like when you just turn it on, if you hit the button, you're going to start off in moon. And then, oops, then hold it down and you'll cycle through the others. Double click. There's turbo and strobe mode, or strobe warning. And then when you hit it again, it goes back to the mode you left off on. So it does have a memory function as well. I do like that. I don't, most of the time, when I'm out in the woods, I kind of, since I only use the moon in the low mode almost exclusively, I do that so I just don't blind myself at night. Because I have, when I first really got into doing YouTube and going out camping all the time and stuff, I can't tell you the number of times that I would turn on a flashlight and just about blind myself out in the woods. And, you know, now you got to sit around camp waiting for 10-20 minutes to get your vision back, right? But they didn't do, I mean, it's got information here on the box if you want to pause that to look at it. It's kind of the stuff I just covered. They didn't waste a lot of money on the packaging, so I'm cool with that because I would rather the money go into the light than the box that it comes in. So let me think, is there any other features I can think of? I don't think so. If I do, I will annotate it down below. But guys, I'm telling you, this has been a phenomenal flashlight. I'm going to leave a link to it down below. They did ask me to be an affiliate as well, so if you want a really awesome light, there's going to be a discount code for you. And then, of course, that helps the channel out a lot. Since I am now doing this full-time, I can use all the help I can get. But, man, I think this is on sale for like $60 before the discount code, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, just click on the link. You'll find out. It helps me. And I get to help you by bring you more flashlights. Because I already have this one and 3 others to review. You could say that being sick there for a while kind of got me a little bit behind. I also have a bunch of other stuff, so please stay tuned. I've got a lot of stuff coming. Some new content that's new for my channel. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I just want y'all to stick around. And in the meantime, guys, be prepared, have fun, and check out Wuben. Alright, so right now we're in a little trail walk, like greenway that goes through my neighborhood. So right now I have it on this lowest mode. I'll hold it my hand for you because obviously these are not meant to be, this mode is not meant to see long distance. It's just if you're reading something right here, you know, a map, or looking for something in your car and you don't need to light the whole thing up, or, you know, anything where you don't need a whole lot of light. Or if you're like me and you go to bed really late and you don't want to wake up the whole family turning on lights and stuff, this is perfectly fine walking through the house. Now, next mode, brightness. So cameras never do these things justice, so I'll give you here's a tree about 10 feet away. Like, I could see fine if I was walking through the woods at night. I wouldn't be walking incredibly quickly, but I could see pretty easily walking around with this. Let's see, next mode. And so this, now you can see how much brighter it is on my hand, to kind of give you an example of that. So let's see, hit some trees. Now you're starting to see it a lot better. Like I said, it's so hard for cameras to really do. Let's see, let's try this. Let's go back down again. Well, this should be the next mode up. So obviously, no issues hiking or seeing at any distance there. Go down to low. Oop, not off. So let's see, with a little bit better focus, yeah, now you're starting to see a little bit better. Okay, my camera was just out of focus, so that's on me. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I would have no trouble hiking around at night with this mode by itself if you really needed to save battery. Obviously, this is going to be a lot easier. Can do a lot more stuff and see a bit longer distance. This is the high mode, so definitely easy to look for stuff, do things around camp or just around your house, or, you know, whatever you're needing light for. Turbo. Now you can really see the world. It's almost like daytime when you hit this kind of lumens. I think it's like 1200. Is that what I said before? So yeah, like, this is awesome. So strobe warning, this is what it would like if you needed to blind somebody so that you could get away. So get ready. Oh, sorry. All right, there we go. So pretty fast strobe, changes speeds. I like that, becomes a little bit more disorienting. But then you're back down. Since I usually leave it on low mode and it has that memory mode, I love that, so that way I don't accidentally blind myself. But yeah, guys, I mean, absolutely love this. I brought another flashlight just so you could, because I have so many flashlights. I really do. It's almost a problem. So, yep, here's that little guy
like I said, it's been outstanding. I absolutely love it. Definitely check it out in the links below. Again, I am an affiliate with them, so if you're looking for an awesome little light, definitely check this one out. Use my link, will really help the channel. There's also going to be a discount code attached to it. But yeah, also check out the other stuff they have, because they have a bunch of different lights for different categories and different things. And always remember, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. I am now doing this full time, so all the subs I can get would be helpful. The likes really help, rank the video. So, all the things, guys. And in the meantime, be prepared, have fun, and check out Wuben.